Can you explain what mirages are? They have a reputation for being deceiving, with examples like the illusion of an oasis in the desert or the obscured view of an iceberg that may have caused confusion for the captain of the Titanic. Even the legendary ghost ship, the Flying Dutchman, is considered a mirage. So, what exactly is a mirage? Are the shimmering images that appear on hot roads, stretches of desert, and the surface of the sea simply products of the imagination, or do they represent real objects? The reason behind mirages stems from the way that light bends to create these images. According to astronomer Anthony Young from San Diego State University, mirages are not optical illusions. In fact, they are images of real objects that can even be captured in photographs. However, these images are often distorted and easily misinterpreted. Young explains that viewers may mistake them for something familiar because they are unsure of what they are seeing. For example, mirages reflecting the sky in a desert environment may be mistaken for a pool of water. Despite possible misinterpretations, one question still remains. How does an image of a real object end up in the wrong location? Mirages occur due to refraction, which is the bending of light rays as they pass through different materials. When light passes through a particular material, it usually moves in a straight line, but when it encounters a different material, it bends towards the higher density. The density of air depends on temperature, so when light passes through air at different temperatures, it bends towards the cooler air, which is denser. There are two kinds of mirages that are created due to this phenomenon. The first is a superior mirage that occurs in the spring and summer when the sea is much cooler than the summer's hot air. This creates a temperature and density gradient that causes the light reflected by an object such as a ship, an iceberg, or a nearby island to bend. The light bending towards the colder, sea-level air creates the mirage, causing the object to appear higher than it actually is. These mirages are also known as Fata Morgana, or Morgan the Fairy, in Italian, and are suspected to have been the origin of the myth of the Flying Dutchman. The second type of mirage is an inferior mirage, which occurs in the desert or on hot pavement when the surface and nearby air are warmer than the air above it. To see these mirages, you have to be above the warmest air layer. In this case, light coming from above bends upward towards the cooler air, and the eye interprets the image as lower and inverted. Both types of mirages are highly dependent on position and receiving angle, meaning that a small change in position can cause the optical phenomenon to disappear. While inferior mirages are easier to find, superior mirages are rare and only appear for a very short period, lasting only 10 to 15 minutes.